Do not, and I repeat, do not proceed with this video unless you are fully ready to give up on the idea that you live here. Because I am about to provide you a step-by-step manual on how you can unlock your brain to the true nature of where you live. And the very first thing you need to realize is that this is a drawing, and they admit that. And a lot of people use this as evidence that we live here. It's called the Blue Marble. And the guy who designed it, Robert Simmons, literally is a data visualizer. So what does that mean? Well, it means that his role is to make imagery from science data. He makes images from data. So the picture that was discreetly programming all our minds because we opened our iPhones and saw it every day was a drawing. And if you don't believe it, here's the evidence. Because they got lazy and they literally hit copy and paste and put the exact same clouds in their drawing. The next step in unlocking your mind is to go to YouTube and just type in stars. And notice the computer generated images that they give you. These aren't images. These are literally CGI over and over and over again. Because if you just search stars, they're going to give you NASA's images. But if you go in and you type Nikon stars, then you can find images from real people and real footage of real stars. And they look a lot different than what you would ever think based on the information and the images we were given by the mainstream, aka NASA, aka public education. Does that look like what you've been told a star looks like? Moving on to the next step, I want you to go to Google and say, why can I see Chicago from across Lake Michigan? And it's going to give you this, atmospheric refraction. It's basically saying it's bending the light so you can see it way higher than it should be. And then you look at this and you see, that's no mirage. And I'll show you even closer. That is just the city of Chicago. And I had to go see this with my own eyes to believe it for sure. But believe me, it's there. You can zoom all the way across the lake. And that's the Willis Tower. And I'm going to show you more on that in just a second. Now you need to remember that the news itself doesn't dispute the fact that you can see Chicago all the way across Lake Michigan from the Warren Sand Dunes, which is literally 53 miles across the lake, right there. The next step in this process, now that we know that you can see Chicago, and they admit it, and it's 53 miles away across the lake, is to go to the Earth Curve Calculator from Google and type in your eye height. Mine happens to be less than 6 feet, so I'm being generous. And if we type in 53 miles, it gives us a target hidden height of 1,667 feet. And then you go back to Google and you ask, how tall is the Willis Tower? 1,451 feet. And with the antennas on top, 1,700. So at the very most, we should just see the tops of the antennas. But we see the whole building, just to show you again. And at this point, you should be getting close in the process to fully unlocking your mind. But the next step is this. Go download this app. And when you do, find the star Polaris, otherwise known as the North Star, and find a spot in your house or in your yard and locate it. And then go locate it in another hour, in another hour, in another day, and another week, and another month, and another year. And it will be right there every single time. And once you find out that star Polaris, which looks nothing like you originally thought, stays in the same spot all the time, I want you to go type in, what are the 8 motions of the Earth? And then go click on the very first website that Google gives you. And look what we are supposedly doing. Rotating on our axis, revolving around the sun and Earth revolve around the solar system, all this different stuff. Yet it never. Now, if you go through all of these steps and you still think you live on this that is orbiting the sun at 67,000 miles per hour and spinning at 1,000 miles per hour and traveling through the galaxy at 400,000 miles per hour and traveling through the universe at 2 million miles per hour, well, then I probably just can't help you. But if you are someone that can be helped, make sure you do a job of trying to help others as well. Because if you know this information and you just sit with it, well, that's not doing us any good. But once again, you guys know I don't believe any of this stuff I talk about. I don't really think I even saw this. No, it's just a mirage and a figment of my imagination. Nothing solid even there. This was all for entertainment purposes. I'm a satire account.